Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. There's something magical about Christmas in York. The medieval streets, the warm glow of lanterns, the quiet rise of the Minster above the rooftops, just a few steps away. Tucked behind the cathedral sits one of the city's most atmospheric historic homes, that of Treasurer's House. At any time of the year it's a beautiful property, but at Christmas it becomes something altogether different. A calm, nostalgic retreat filled with gentle festive touches and a sense of timeless tradition. So let's explore that winter atmosphere, the decorations, the history, and the peaceful feeling of wandering through the rooms that have seen many Christmases come and go. Treasurer's House has stood here for centuries. It's a spot once reserved for the Minster's medieval treasurer. Over time it's changed hand, changed form, and eventually become the carefully curated Edwardian style house we know today. Its last private owner, Frank Green, was a meticulous collector and restorer. He famously insisted on everything being placed exactly where he wanted it, even marking the positions of the furniture on the floor. At Christmas, the Edwardian character blends beautifully with the festive traditions. The house suits winter. Rich colours, dark wood, warming light, and quiet corners that invite you to look closer. Outside the old walls and soft garden, views feel calm even on a busy December day. Being only a few steps from the Minster makes it easy to imagine how grand the area must have felt over a century ago, especially during the festive season. At Christmas time, Treasurer's House leans into a subtle traditional decoration. It's not bold, not a modern Christmas, it's more like stepping into an old storybook version of the season. You might notice natural greenery woven into displays, soft warm lighting, bowls of pine cones, or arrangements of winter colours. The decorations often take inspiration from the Edwardian home that Frank Green created. Gentle, elegant, and never overstated. Walking from room to room, that calmness stands out, even when the city feels busy with the shoppers and Christmas markets. Treasurer's House offers a quiet pause, a moment to breathe, enjoy a slower, more peaceful December. Each space in the house has its own winter feeling, and the entrance rooms have a welcoming warmth, the kind of understated festive touches that set the tones without being overwhelming. You might find natural foliage, wreaths, simple ribbons, or displays inspired by historic Christmas traditions. Upstairs, the more formal rooms feel especially atmospheric in winter. The colours are rich and deep, the furniture gives everything a grounded, timeless feel. During Christmases, subtle decorations blend into the style of the house rather than stand apart from it. It's the kind of place where you can imagine quiet Edwardian celebrations, candlelight on polished surfaces, cards on the mantelpiece, greenery arranged neatly along the staircases. Not every room is highly decorated, and that's part of the charm. Treasurer's House has a sense of authenticity, as if you're stepping into a home that's naturally moved into the Christmas season, rather than one that's been forced to transform for it. Treasurer's House at Christmas is the perfect for people who enjoy quieter moments, because the house is arranged as a domestic space rather than a grand stately home. The decorations give it a homely, lived-in feeling, gentle, reflective, calm. Some rooms have soft music playing in the background, while others are completely still. The wooden floors, the old portraits, the fireplaces, everything seems to slow down. It's an ideal break from the colder weather outside, especially after walking through the narrow streets around the Minster. There's also something special about viewing historic houses in winter light. The short days, the low sun makes the colours deeper, and the shadows softer. In Treasurer's House this adds that cosy, enclosed feeling that suits Christmas perfectly. The garden at Treasurer's House is small but atmospheric, especially in winter. The stone walls, the views of the Minster, and the simple planting create a peaceful place to pause. In December, when the air is crisp and the sounds of the city drift over the walls, it becomes a surprisingly calm escape. Even without heavy decoration, the garden gives a sense of old York, quiet, historic, and close to the heart of the city. It's a lovely way to end your Christmas visit, especially if you enjoy winter photography, or simply taking a moment before heading back into the busy streets. Treasurer's House offers Christmas in a more understated, contemplative way. Rather than bold colour and bright lights, it leans towards tradition, greenery, natural tones, warm interiors, lighting, and a sense of being welcomed into the Edwardian home during the festive season. It's the kind of place where Christmas feels connected to history, handmade decorations, calm rooms, and a sense of care in every detail. You don't need a huge number of lights or displays to feel atmospheric here. The beauty lies in its subtlety. Visitors often describe the experience as stepping away from the rush of the city and into somewhere peaceful. It makes a perfect pairing with a winter visit to York Minster or a walk through Dean's Park. Treasurer's House is almost famous for one of York's most famous ghost stories, the Roman soldier, said to have been seen marching through the cellars. Even though the story is well known, the house doesn't lean heavily into it during Christmas. Still, it adds a layer of history to the building that reminds you of how many centuries lie beneath your feet. The combination of warm festive rooms above and ancient stories below give the house a unique character. Christmas feels layered, not just a celebration of the season, but a long reminder of York's complex history. A Christmas visit to Treasurer's House isn't about big displays or dramatic scenes. It's about atmosphere, warmth, history, tradition, and a sense of calm. The house reflects the quieter side of the season, where simple decorations, natural greenery, and carefully preserved Edwardian style creates a peaceful December experience. When the cold settles in outside and the Minster bells echo through the city, Treasurer's House feels like a small retreat into the past and warm and welcoming. Whether you're visiting York for a Christmas market, exploring the Minster, or simply enjoying a winter walk through the city, this historic home offers a perfect moment of stillness, a gentle pause in the middle of the festive season. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and consider subscribing as it will help the channel grow. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Please enjoy the remaining footage of the house at Christmas.